what in the cost of living in Britain, I've come to Tesco's Express to see if they're going to take a piss out of us. I can have a look.
What a rip-off!
Right, there's... Huh?
What will come to 30p for flooders?
Oh my God, have these chickens been on steroids? Look, that's one breast. That's my hand. That's massive. I bet it's injected.
Guess how much this costs? Look, all this, look. I had to blink my eyes a couple of times to see where is it £12. That is mental, isn't it? The old rip off Britain, bro.
So have a look at this Tesco scam that I found. These onions, you only get 2 in here. They're £1.55 for the pair of them. You take them over to the scales. And there we go. We'll pop them on here. Push the onion button. And look, they're 82p. So you're saving 73p if you just use this.
So it turns out Tesco have been lying to us. So when you go to Tesco, you will see the fruits, veggies, meats, whatever, with these names of the farms. And sometimes it will be Nightingale Farm or Burton Farm, whichever farm it's from. They are not real farms. Tesco have created these farms. They're fake farms. When you're looking at the Nightingale Farm's tomatoes, you think that, oh, it's a British farm, sounds like a family farm. Those tomatoes could have come from Morocco. They could have come from a large mass-produced farming operation. So they are umbrella farms that are just a marketing name, and that food could have been sourced from anywhere in the world. They are basically a marketing tactic which makes you think that the food you're buying was produced in the UK by a local farm. So this new tactic that they're using is called farm washing. So we've heard of greenwashing, obviously, when companies say that they're environmentally sustainable, but they're not actually. It's more just words rather than actions. This farm washing, which Tesco are guilty of, is something where they say that it's from a type of farm. They make
Welcome to Blighty Blighted, your daily reminder that many Brits are starting to feel they're being thoroughly shortchanged. And I don't just mean at the till, I mean the whole experience. You walk into a supermarket expecting to buy the same things you've always bought. Bread, milk, cheese, a few bits for tea. Simple enough. Then somehow you leave wondering where half your money went. The trolley isn't any fuller, but the bill certainly is. Now, I'm not picking on any one supermarket in particular, but let's just say that giants like Tesco often find themselves at the center of these conversations. Loyalty prices, special offers, multi-buy deals, member discounts, app-only discounts, digital coupons.
Stores,
honestly,
in pretty much every little area. So you've got your Spars, your One Stops, things like that. So with One Stop, yeah, they're owned by Tesco, and they sell all the same products. It's pretty much the same as Tesco, but it's downsized. But all of the products, they've got a markup of an extra 30-40p. Now, how can they justify that? So you've seen that Tesco and that have made massive profits this year and last year, but yeah, they're still inflating the rates for these convenience stores. Now, the people that really impacts are the people that can't get to the bigger stores. So where I'm located, it's about a 2-mile walk or a 2-mile drive, if you drive, and if you don't drive, then you know, you're pretty screwed. You've got to rely on these convenience stores. So there's an awful lot of people that don't drive. You know, you got elderly people as well that live in the area that can only rely on that. So they're they're being ripped off by these big companies like Tesco, just for the sake of having a convenience store. I don't get the justification. So Tesco, rid of me that one.
The cost of living crisis in the UK. Tesco's 20 battered chicken dippers, completely empty. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20 chicken dippers approximately. So you'd think you'd get 21. Come on, Tesco's, stop ripping us off.
Rant time. Rant time. Tesco's with Claire. Booper. Beep beep booper. Forgot his bags. Oh. Get 4 carrier bags, Claire. Alright. Alright? Alright? £1.60 for 4 carrier bags. For 4 fucking carrier bags? Are we alright or what? 40 pence a carrier bag. Dear robbing bastards. I swear to God. I'm not naming them, Tesco. I mean, you know, are they all same, all these carrier bags everywhere you go? I cannot believe what Claire's just paid. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bothered. But, our fault, forgot his bags. Just a pre-warning. Take your own shopping bags. Because let me tell you, 40 pence, £1.60 for 4 bags. Piss off.
£8 for coffee, £8.40 for JPOs. Could get a ticket for 20 for that. Tesco's blooming expensive.
Hello. Let's go to Tesco's and look at the shower jars. So we have some zingy lime original sauce and vanilla and raspberry, zesty lemon, peach and dragon fruit. There's a new one, I think. Then we have some tropical coconut and shea butter, and the old original mint and tea tree. Then there were some of these new Dove body washes, which looked lovely. And I love these spray kind of mousses as well. They had some lovely flavours in these. And then we have the proper Dove. So this is the original scent. And this is an anti-stress. And a shea butter and vanilla pampering one. And a white peach rebalancing one. And then this one is a dragon fruit. And then we have some Radox. And I just love tidying up the shelves because it can get quite messy. But I'm always a bit paranoid of people watching me do this. So I try to tidy up a little bit. And this Radox comes in so many different scents. A couple have fallen over there. I think that's a new one. That one's a new flavour, new flavour. And then we have some Bridgerton Dove limited edition. And these are all half price. And this one is a pomegranate seed with shea butter. And then we just have, I think this is a macadamia nut. Yeah, macadamia and rice.
We were told last year to expect rises in chocolate prices because of the high demand in cocoa and the high prices. Cocoa's trading at £2.26 a kilo today, and these fuckers here are charging 50, 60, 70 pound a kilo for these chocolates. Most of them only got like 20% cocoa in them anyway. So I hope all these products are left on the shelves in these supermarkets. This is Tesco's, as you can probably tell. I hope they left all these products because that's what we deserve for trying to rip people off all the time.
everybody, and God bless. Now, I'm in the Tesco Express right now. I don't usually come in here because they charge an arm and a leg. I only came in for the beetroot, but I've just been reminded why I don't come in here. Look at the price of that milk, $1.65. So expensive.
Right, here you go, ladies and gents. Come to Tesco to look at the dine-in selection for their finest meal deal. 8 years ago, I remember this being £10 for dine-in. Now look at the price now. 20 quid. Then it went to 12, then it went to 14, now it's at 20 quid. And that is for mains, side and dessert. Absolutely ridiculous, 20 quid. What's the selection offer here? We got chicken flipping Kievs. A couple of steaks. Look at the size of that flipping thing on the side there. 20 bloody quid. Let's have a flipping takeaway.
I left the house and it cost me £50 to leave. Literally. I've been 50 Great British pounds I've spent in an hour. I took myself for a sunbed, but girl math it. I'd already paid for the minutes, so it didn't cost me nothing for the sunbed. I went into Aldi, right? I'm mad about it. I spent 50 quid, and what have I got to show for it? A loaf of bread and 4 burgers, and not a lot else. I don't like this adulting thing. I want to go back to living at my mum's. So, yeah, Mum, what's for tea? You
may agree or disagree with me on this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The cost of living is awful. Energy prices are ridiculous. Broadband costs are annoying. Everything feels more expensive right now. But constantly moaning about it whilst doing absolutely nothing different, that's not helping you. Now, I say this with love because I've been there. I used to think the only way to earn more was to work more. I'm a midwife, I did nights, weekends, Christmases. I was exhausted, I had less time with my family. And then I found utility warehouse. I simplified my own bills, I started helping other families do the same, and that opened up a way for me to save money and earn money. This is your reminder. You can either keep scrolling past solutions, you can keep saying everything's expensive, you can keep moaning about it, or you can keep waiting for things to magically get easier. Or you can actually look. Check your bills, ask the questions, see what's possible, because complaining, it changes nothing. Action does. If you want to look at your bills or you want to earn some extra income, send me a message or comment action.
With loads of water, there'll be loads of water in my dish after. That's mad. So, look, after cooking, loads of water. Tesco, we are not getting value for money with this chicken, are we?
Tesco free from range. So my daughter's free from. Okay. So we've got here Tesco free from 2 crisp bakes. Yeah. So look at the box. Big box, yeah. 2 crisp bakes. Okay. So the free from range in anywhere, everywhere you go, Tesco, Aldi, well, Aldi don't do it, Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, whatever. It's extortionate, yeah? So 2, look at the box. So I'm going to open the box now. 2 crisp bakes. Shouldn't there be 4 in there? Tesco. That's a box for 4. But you're putting 2 in there. If you're going to put 2, make the box smaller, make it thinner. That's a box for 4. There's only 2 in there. Seriously. Come on, Tesco. Get a grip.
A whole section designated for fucking dry January wankers. Enjoy paying that. Here you go, 8 quid for toothpaste, cheap at the price. I'm off to deal that in the local boozer. Something for the ladies there, if you can afford it, £7.50. There's only one plus point. The fish fingers have come down from £7.75 to £5.25. Hooray! Fucking nice one, Rachel, in accounts. What the fuck? Seabrook French fries. Anyone try these? I might have to fucking purchase them. Look at this. 80p for water. I'm gonna have to start drinking fucking Corporation Pop shit out of the fucking tap. You've got to have purple hair and a nose piercing for that, so I'll leave it. Do you remember when these used to be on offer for 50p? That is a distant fucking memory now, but it's still pretty much better value. I'll get 180 of them cons. You've even got to extract your gold fucking fillings out of your teeth to afford a fucking ready meal. Right, settle an argument. If you had a proper hanging shit after a fucking Ruby Moy the night before, you pay £1.50 for this, or you pay 55p for the snide one. Is there any difference? Will it still shift that number to? Because I'm thinking to lean towards this.
Not Frosties. 3.85. Well, they're made out of gold. It's time to celebrate. Not those prices. Glad I don't need to brush my teeth. £8 in. What the fuck? A packet of Doritos. If this is right, I don't want to be wrong. Well, I think I'll just get some fruit. No, I won't. No, I won't. I need something to wash down the bitterness. Tap water it is then. Even spam. 3.85 for spam. A bottle of Coke, 0 sugar, you know, just 0 sugar and no sugar. Not Whisper. £2.50. This is why I hate paying for chocolate, you know. This is why I actually look at this skinny bag of Maltesers. £2.50. It's over. It's over. 2 roast little breasts. £4.25. No. I think I need some tissues to wipe my eyes with these prices. And not at that price. Look at this candle. I can smell something in the air.
Hello and welcome. I'm John. This is Backseat Talks on Amelia the Bus. And we're being ripped off. We're being ripped off at a rate that I have never seen before in my entire life. I've never seen such profiteering and lack of service for stuff that you're paying for. This is such a big topic. There's no way I can fit it into this one video. But let's just focus on food and the supermarkets. Tesco has announced a massive, more than doubling of their profits, whilst telling us that they were only passing on price increases and doing their best to keep prices low. Really? Well, if that's the case, why have your profits more than doubled? And the CEO, by the way, has got a pay rise to maybe, what was it, £10 million or something? Is that so that he can afford to shop in Tesco? Then all of the rest of us need something similar. But on a serious note, how is this? If we're only paying the extra on these items which go up nearly non-stop these days, why are they more than doubling the profits? Because it is more than what they're actually being charged. They're making massive money. But it gets worse. There's 2 other points. The ingredients in so many products have changed. The main core ingredient, which apparently price has gone up, has been reduced on many, many items, meals, whatever it is. You look at the ingredients and you think, well, hold on a minute, there used to be 30% of the main product, now it's 19 or whatever the percentage is. And you're thinking, well, hold on, if you're reducing the main product, why are you also putting the price up? Greed, massive greed. And this is growing. But the greed gets even better. They also reduce the size. So it's like, hold on a minute, what's real, what isn't? And that's deliberate. Confusion is deliberate. It's a sales tactic that is slimy, it's disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed. Last time I checked, contracts with hidden clauses and hidden sort of terms were deemed illegal. So why are they allowed to do this? Every single time you look at these things, the evidence is in the profits. The evidence is in the quality of the ingredients dropping, and the evidence is the size shrinking. So how many more items do you have to buy of this less quality product that you've had to pay more for? It's incredible, and it shouldn't be allowed. We have all the competition has virtually been destroyed by these places, so your local shop often is only the big supermarkets, the big cartel. And they plan on taking over a lot of the farms so that they can control that as well. Oh my God, can you imagine the quality control dropping there so that they can make more profits? We really need to take action, and this video is about finding out ways of doing it and asking, what do you think about this particular case of being ripped off and really being made a fool of? Because they're complicating it. You have no idea what the real cost of things are anymore, and you have no idea what you're eating, which is also causing huge health problems. We need to tackle this now, and we need to find a way or an alternative to make a difference. Would love to hear your comments, because this is getting worse on a day-by-day basis. Thanks for watching.
How are Tesco? Have a fucking word with yourself. So the meal deal in Tesco, which is sandwich, bag of crisps or another snack, like a, I don't know, a chocolate bar or something, and a water or a Coke, or I don't even think it's a sugar Coke, it's one of these diet things, is going up tomorrow from £3.60 to £4.25. So again, it's a sandwich, which is just 2 slices of bread and probably a bit of cheese or a bit of ham in it, a bit of tuna, crisps or another snack, you know, like a carrot sticks or something, and a bottle of water, or, you know, bottle of pop, £4.25. Now if you have got a club card, it's £3.85 or £4. But this is scandalous, absolutely scandalous. So I know a lot of people take packed lunches into work. Some people are that busy they have to rush out and just grab something from Tesco's. I would boycott it, me. That is really bad. If you imagine you're spending, what, $4.50 a day, every day on your dinner? Add that up over the year. Scandalous. Tesco's, shocking. And I bet you they're not even worth it. It's just like sudden 2 slices of bread, bit ham in it, bit cheese. Anyway, I'm not happy. Tesco's has raised the price of a meal deal again. Catch you later.
Do you remember the Tesco value range? I know you do, but you don't know half the stuff that was actually on it, right? So let me tell you some of the weird things that were actually on it, because I don't think any of it would exist anymore. Obviously, you got your standard bits, you know, your food and stuff for everyday use. That's great for families on a budget. But this is the part that got me, the weirdest stuff that it doesn't even seem like they could have made a profit on. Like jeans, £4. That was always one that got me, but you know what? I've seen a creator on here that found some in a charity shop and they're still going strong. And that must have been over 15 years ago. So, 10 out of 10, an actual vintage item now. The next thing that is amazing that someone actually put this much effort in to do was they had a line of software. An actual line of software. So, they had a complete office set, like Microsoft Office, that was registered as like Tesco Value Office. And it was pretty good. I've read reviews online, you can Google it, and there are reviews online and it's apparently pretty good. It was £10 for the complete set. You could also get this photo restyle software, which was like a knockoff Photoshop, and apparently, again, it was pretty good, and it was £10. So Adobe at the time, I think, we charged like £60-70. Great for kids who just wanted to get into it and didn't have the money. Brilliant. And it was really compatible with everything, apparently, as well. And then they had an antivirus. Can you imagine this stopping anything? I know that they're trying, but I can't imagine that really doing a great deal. But yeah, they had that. And I think they also had an audio editing software. I can't find a picture of that one, but if you had it, let me know. And yeah, and obviously if it all went to pot from your situation like that, they obviously had little lines like these, which we all know and love. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you ever used any of these bits, because I am curious now.
Hi Maz, right, I've just picked your comment to actually reference these flowers, and we're going to do an unwrapping, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But anyway, before we start, happy Mother's Day, yeah, and everybody else. So you would have seen from the video that this comment's on. Like I said, I've just picked a random one where I was going on about the flowers from Tesco that are £6 but hardly any in them. So that's them open, look, that is it. Like literally nothing. So I'm going to put them in this vase. As you can see, like the vase is proper wee. So let's see, hold on. Now we'll start with putting the plant food in, because if this says guaranteed 5 days of freshness, we're going to make the most out of these 5 days. Right, here are the flowers. MDL's chopped the wee ends off them. Now there is leaves falling off here like they are going out of fashion. So I mean, look at that. One hand I can get through here. Oh, here's wee Bailey boy. So as I said, the vase, put them in. Oh my word. Like, I mean, look, that actually looks ridiculous, because there's hardly any flowers. Like, I don't even know. That looks like a weed. What that's going to do. But I mean, look, this is the smallest. Like, what? £6? I mean, how do you even like present them? Look. Let me turn you around so you can see it. So there we go. Pathetic Tesco. Absolutely pathetic.
Why don't we look at some different brands of sweets? I'm in Asda. Let's look at the squashies. These drumsticks. I do love these. We've got strawberry and cream flavour. Moving on to the original raspberry. And these are bubble gum flavour. They've got so many more different flavours now. These are a strange flavour. Blueberry and banana. Moving on to something different. Mallow and marsh. Chocolate covered marshmallows. Candy kittens. Wild strawberry flavour. Or sour watermelon. Or even a shock. I wonder what that is. And then the Haribos. My children always make fun of the way I say that. The bears are empty, they must be very popular. Fantasia. Troppy slices. And Fruitylicious. And here we've got a super mix. I guess I'd go for that one, because then you've got a little bit of everything. These are Tang Fastics. Popular with my children, I think. Star Mix. Good old classic. And Giant Straws. And what are these? Soda Twist. They've got a zing, apparently. And squashies again. Drum chick. I think they're in the wrong place. We've got sour sparks and roulette. Which Haribos or Haribos do you like?
Okay, so I'm having to do more and more of these bloody videos because consumer, like companies, supermarkets and stuff, I keep ripping us off. Like, what's going on? So this is Tesco's, as you can see, Tesco's slow cooked sweet barbecue ribs, tender and sweet. Look at the picture on the box. Like, if you saw that picture on the box, you'll be like, ooh, lovely. And now these are £5. They're a bit expensive. Now, my problem is, I've just opened the packet. Wait for it, wait for it. What the hell? What the hell? So, put it for the whole length of the box. Let's put them side by side, hold on. Okay, the box, nice long rack of ribs. The bag. Who's eaten 3 of my ribs? Like, come on, even the bag is made to fit the whole length of ribs. The box is made to fit the whole rack of ribs. So, where's the rest of the ribs? There's at least 1, 2, there's at least 3 ribs missing at the end of this. I know they're cutting prices and things. They're like keeping prices the same and cutting food down. So what, did someone decide, I know, let's take 3 ribs out of every packet? Like, come on, £5 for that. And look on the picture, look on the picture. Look at that thick meat. Wow, thick meat. Look at this, like, bones, bloody bones. And I paid £5 for that. Now, I think that's absolutely disgusting. If I'm paying £5, I expect a full rack of ribs, the same size as what's on the box. Now, that is bad advertising. Now, that should be illegal because you buy the box for £5 thinking, I'm going to get a nice big rack of ribs, enough for 2 people, and then you end up with this. Yeah, you could probably get 2 people if you're on a diet with that. But that's ridiculous. Like, the bags were actually made to actually fit a full rack of ribs, as you can see. And they've ripped us off. Again, Tesco's. And the barbecue sauce, obviously, but that's just... So, yeah, I will not be buying any more of these at that price. And I think I might report this to the police. Someone stole my other 3 ribs. Where are they? Come on. Get your act together, Tesco's.
Afternoon shoppers. Why do I say shoppers? Well, because that's what this video is about. It's about shopping, it's about food, it's about buying your food, and in particularly it's about buying your food in supermarkets. This is important. Please keep watching because I just want to reveal something that you're probably not aware of. So there's an increasing trend in this country for people to be much more aware of the food they're buying. What its background is, where it comes from, whether it's British produce, whether it's overseas produce, etc., etc., and also to try and get back to more natural, healthy foods. There's been a big upsurge in proper milk, proper butter, proper cheese, not sort of low-fat spreads and low-fat margarines and all that sort of stuff. A move towards what we used to eat. Now, the supermarkets are not stupid. They have spotted that trend. They are aware that more and more people want to buy British. They want produce that is produced, for example, on British farms. They want produce that is produced by British farmers, that comes from British livestock, whatever it might be. And they have tried to capitalise on that trend by introducing a whole new range of farm foods. Or have they? All is not necessarily what it seems. How it's labelled is not necessarily what it actually is. And that's one of the biggest scandals in this country at the moment, is labelling and food labelling. I'll talk about it more after this clip. Take a look at this. So I don't mean to malign just one supermarket here, but this specifically is about Tesco. So I'm going to get my head out of the way in a moment, but I'm aware that other supermarkets are doing something very similar. So Tesco have introduced a whole range of farm brands and farm foods. Rosedene Farms, Boswell Farms, Suntrail Farms, Willow Farms, Nightingale Farms, and then the last one, which I can't quite see, can't read it very well at the moment. That is on a lot of their foodstuffs, and it would lead you to believe, just by the nature of the pictures, the way it's labelled, the way it looks, that these are all good British products produced on British farms. What's the reality? The reality of the situation is that these farms don't even exist. They're just names, they're brands, they're just things that have been effectively conjured up. They're packaging, they're marketing material. And whilst some of these products might be British and might come from British producers, they might not be as well. So essentially it's a gimmick, it's a scam. They're persuading you to buy produce on the basis that you pick up the label and you go, oh, a farm, that's come from a British farm, it's got a British name, it must be a British farm. I'll buy that, I'll stick it in my trolley. Because most people don't actually then turn it over, read the reverse of the label and actually go into any detail. So effectively they are scamming you. And that is allowed. And that is where the problem comes in here. The problem is that British law around food labelling is so wide open that you could drive a delivery lorry through it. You can pretty much get away with anything. So as I've talked about before, lots and lots and lots of the meat on our shelves is killed in halal abattoirs and slaughterhouses, but it's not labelled as halal. It doesn't have to be labelled as halal. That's particularly true of the meat that is imported. All of the New Zealand lamb, for example, my understanding is that almost all of it, 90% plus of New Zealand lamb is halal, but it's not labelled as such when it's on our shelves. Labelling doesn't have to be precise. It's a little bit generic, and supermarkets can get away with putting the minimum amount of information on labelling in terms of where food has come from, how it's been produced, who it's been produced by. I've put 2, 3, 4 videos on about this before, and now they're going one step further. They're actually creating fictional farms, fictional producers, to make you believe it's coming from British farms so that you will buy it. So the only thing I can urge you to do is take a little bit more time when you're shopping. Actually read the labels, actually turn them over and read where that product has come from. Has it come from a genuine British farm?
I need less help shopping and more help understanding the shopping. The thing that annoys people isn't simply that prices have risen. Everyone understands inflation exists. What frustrates people is the feeling they're constantly being nudged, steered, and manipulated. The shelf says one price. The loyalty card says another. The offer ends on Thursday. The replacement product is smaller. The packaging is bigger. Shopping now feels like solving clues on a game show. Back in the day, a bargain was a bargain. You saw it. You bought it. End of story. Now you need an account, an app, a password, 2 confirmations, and possibly a blood sample. Then there's shrinkflation, the great disappearing act of modern Britain. Biscuits smaller, chocolate bars lighter, packets thinner, yet somehow the price keeps climbing. The products are going on a diet while our wallets are doing all the exercise. And that's where the phrase shortchanged comes in, because many ordinary people feel they aren't getting the value they once did, not just from supermarkets, from modern life in general. Paying more, getting less, and being told it's a fantastic deal. Brits are generally reasonable people. They don't expect everything to be cheap. They just want fairness. They want clarity. They want to feel they're getting what they're paying for. And when millions of people start feeling shortchanged at the same time, perhaps it's worth asking why. Cheerio, and I will see you all in the next video.